Good morning! There's a giant bug on my wall and I don't feel like killing it because it's too high up. I've decided to bake this morning. I'm gonna make some pumpkin muffins because it's fall and it's all about pumpkins right now. I got my cup of coffee because I'm still tired. I fell asleep watching Doctor Who. For shame, I know, but I woke up and finished it. It was the Kill the Moon episode. Whoa! Wow. Clara will get over her anger. She'll come back, the doctor will apologize, I hope, I don't know. I think it's okay that this has happened. I just hope they travel again. Which I know they will. I mean, they have to. Anyway, I found this recipe online, and so far I have 3/4 cup of flour, and then it said I needed 3/4 cup of oat flour. I don't actually have oat flour, so I'm taking old-fashioned oats, and then I put them in this little blender, and I'm gonna grind them until they're a powder-like consistency. 3/4 cup of oat flour. Okay, then add 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, and then 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of mixed spice, or as we call it in the United States, pumpkin pie spice. This stuff is strong. And finally, just a pinch of salt. Alright, then we just whisk all of these guys up together. The cool thing about these muffins is that you don't use like oil or butter or anything. You actually used unsweetened applesauce, which is so much healthier for you. Plus, I think it just tastes better because the idea of butter really creeps me out. Alright, we need 2 eggs. One cup of pumpkin puree. 1 cup of unsweetened applesauce. Okay, then it says to add 1/4 to 1/2 cup of honey. It depends on how sweet you like things. I think I'm just gonna go right down the middle and use 1/3. And then add that to the mixture. Finally, I need 2 teaspoons of vanilla. So there's 1 and there's 2. Alright, well I think that looks pretty good. Now I have to add this to this and whisk it up. It's all mixed up. I've got my muffin tin lined, and I have set the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, which I believe they said was 180 degrees Celsius. Yes. Now I'm just gonna spoon this into here and place it in the oven for, what does it say, 10 to 20 minutes? There we go. It says it makes 12, but I still have some left over, so we might be able to get a few more made. Let's pop you into the oven. Okay. Set my timer for 10 minutes and we'll check on them. Alright, it looks like they're ready. Let's look at them. It's been 10 minutes. Gotta get appropriate protection. Don't want to burn yourself. Let's see. Oh, they look good. I don't know though, they probably need a bit longer. Yeah, I'd say a bit longer. Not quite there yet. Alright, they're finished. They look really good too. Quite happy with these. I'm gonna wait a little bit and let them cool, but I took the extra batter and put it into these tiny little muffins. So, I'll bake these. This I really have to wash though, because they're small, so they're gonna bake really fast. Kind of stuck to the paper a little bit, so I hope that's not an indication on taste. I don't know. I mean, they're not bad, but maybe I should have added more honey, made them a little sweeter. The pumpkin's not overpowering though, like I thought it would be really, really pumpkin-y. It's, you know, it's alright. The more that I think about it, I think these are good if you like pumpkin, but you don't want an overpowering pumpkin taste. Also, if you're more of like a, I don't know, you like a healthier muffin, not so much a sweet one, because they're not sweet at all. I actually kind of like them. I don't like the super sugary sweet muffins. These are kind of nice, you know? Nice to have with a cup of tea. Now I'm gonna have my tea and sit at the computer and edit for like, I don't know, an hour or something. and I'll catch up with you guys a little later. It's much later in the day. It's about 4 o'clock now, and I just shot the intro for a video, and now I'm taking my camera and I'm heading down towards my grandma's to shoot the rest of the video. And I killed the bug, finally. I got sick of looking at it. I've been so busy with my other camera that I forgot to vlog on this. I filmed at the park, and then I filmed the thing that I was planning on doing down here with paint. I originally kind of wanted to do a Princess Diaries paint dart type thing, but it didn't quite work out. I think it was still pretty cool. Anyway, now I'm gonna go inside and eat with my grandma, but check out that moon right there. Can you see that? That is gorgeous. Guys, it's 5:08 in the morning, and I'm still at my grandma's house and standing outside in the middle of the country. It's freezing because of this guy. Can you see that? There's a total lunar eclipse happening right now. Look at that. That was a full moon. And check it out. It's happening right now. Maximum's supposed to happen about 5:38. That's insane. Oh my gosh. I've never seen this in like real life before. This is incredible. Guys, check it out, it's getting closer. Pretty soon it's gonna totally eclipse the entire moon. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Oh my gosh, it's almost there. It's almost eclipsed completely. I'm standing in the garage right now because it is freezing and I accidentally locked myself out. So I'm hoping somebody will let me in, even though everyone's sleeping. It's like 5:29 now, and the peak of, or the maximum where it's gonna be totally eclipsed is 5:34, 35. I'm doing a time lapse with my other camera, so I'm just sitting in the garage to warm up a little bit because it's so cold. And the entire time I'm watching this, as like beautiful as it is, I can't help but think that the moon is a giant egg about to hatch. Thanks to Doctor Who Kill the Moon episode. But you know, the moon is a really, really magnificent thing that we just take for granted every single day. I mean, without it, the earth would not be what it is. We wouldn't have our tides. It's such an important player in keeping us here and alive. And you know, that's one thing I like about Doctor Who. It kind of makes you appreciative of all the stuff you have here on Earth. You feel so small when you look out at the moon. And like, everything that you've been worried about in your daily life, almost, it doesn't disappear, but it feels a lot less important when you're watching something like this and just realizing everything is so much bigger than like your life. Your life is a tiny little thing. It's important, don't get me wrong, but there's just so much more out there. And so you don't need to stress about all the little things, you know? It's such a beautiful thing right now, guys. If you ever get a chance, just go out at night. You don't have to go out at 5:30 in the morning because that's crazy, but go out at night and go stare at the moon. Just appreciate it. I'm gonna go finish watching it and then hopefully get inside because it's cold. Have I mentioned that already? I don't know if you can see me right now, but I'm terribly afraid of the dark. It just really creeps me out, like the unknown. And I'm standing in the middle of the country and the dark. And I know there's not like people out here, but like, I'm super freaked out. It's beautiful. You can see all the stars up above. Like, you can't see the stars around my house as clearly as you can out here, which is why I wanted to be out here for this. But it's creepy. Yeah. There we go, guys. That's awesome. I'm gonna go inside now because I'm freezing. I'll talk to you guys another day. Thanks for watching. Bye. And they found some really creepy masks in there, including the silent.
This is what we have seen, Doctor.